that be wrapped in it, right, it was, so that I haven't covered it. Very. Well.
All right, we are back live. Open session. Called back to order at 7:02 p.m. The next item on the list is items of discussion and possible action. There's nothing listed. Action items, next item 7, discuss with possible action, updating the employee handbook. If I'm not mistaken, that employee handbook issue, it's the can that keeps getting kicked down the road. We actually have each week come up with more specifics that we've got to get dialed in the handbook. So, y'all have a suggestion or idea how we can get this handbook issue hammered out and completed?
I think once the budget is done, that we should at least meet once a week and get this hammered out before it gets lost at the wayside.
I like that suggestion.
Okay.
Would that be the personnel committee primarily at that point? I would assume.
I always say the more the better, more minds. But it's not my call.
I rephrase that. Take it to the personnel committee, then they can present on the done.
So what I would suggest or propose is put it on personnel, table this to personnel committee meeting of the whole in December.
I'll second that.
Second by Smith. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? All right, personnel committee, the December meeting. All right, next up, actually, is anybody opposed to, just since so many are joining to appear on that, are you all okay with the next meeting being the public safety meeting?
I think they all left.
Nope, they're on the YouTube. They're in the Zoom meeting now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Chair Michael Schmidt, you want to call it?
I'll adjourn.
Oh, actually, a motion to adjourn, thank you.
To adjourn from personnel.
All right, motion by Schmidt.
Second.
Second by Abbott, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Good.
Closed at 7:08 p.m. Adjourned 7:08 p.m. Abbott, yeah.
Okay,
All right, Alderman Schmidt.
call to order public safety, 7:06 p.m. August 28th. Roll call, please.
Alderman Newman,
Here.
Alderman Schmidt,
Here.
Alderperson Olson.
Here,
Quorum is present. We have quorum. Yeah.
Approval of the minutes, July 24th, public safety meeting. Minutes. Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Newman, second by Olson.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You say aye?
Yeah.
Okay, citizen comments, obviously there are none. Monthly EMS report.
Hi, everyone. Glad that we're we're finally on and able to join you. I know these have been long meetings for you, so we'll rush through our report. Calls for service, we continue to be very busy. No surprises, you're hearing the sirens. We're doing a great job at staffing our ambulances. For our staffing update, again, we are very comfortable with our staffing numbers. But as always, I mention on every meeting, and I'll continue to do so, if there's licensed personnel that are listening in and are interested in Mayville EMS, we'd certainly like them to reach out to us and we would love to talk with them. Training updates, Julie, you want to run through our training?
Yep, just we did a great training with our medical control last week. It was a really good training and we had almost all of our members there, so that was good. And then this month, we're just going to be restarting everybody for CPR training because we are all due after the 2 years. So that is all I have.
Okay, and number 4, under fundraising and equipment, we wanted to share with the council tonight that when we got our grant from Beaver Dam Hospital to purchase our 2 Lucas devices, that opened up some additional funding for us. We had funds allocated from the state ARPA grant that was released for EMS, and we have decided to allocate those funds towards purchasing car seats for our ambulance. And what that means is we actually have a captain's chair. Our new ambulance will have the captain's chair that automatically has a child safety seat built into it. And we are going to retrofit our other 2 ambulances with that same seat. So those have been ordered. They're not cheap. It's a little over $5,000 a piece once they're installed, but that's a very important upgrade for us to have that child car seat readily available in an emergency. For those that aren't aware, when we do transport a child, typically we're getting their car seats out of their vehicle or from their parents. If a vehicle's been in a crash, you're really not supposed to use a child's car seat. So it will be a wonderful upgrade for the ambulances. We are also looking to retrofit all 3 of our ambulances with a nitrous oxide unit. Nitrous is something that if you've all been to the dentist, it's something we had years ago, and we were really fortunate to be able to offer it for a treatment plan for our patients for pain relief. Sadly, the device we were using was pulled out of service. The company manufacturer was no longer selling the units, and so they pulled our units from us, and we have not found a system since then that we were happy with. So we do believe we have one, and so we're going to go visit a local hospital, and I think we're going to be able to make that work in our ambulances. So we're excited about bringing that back and being a plan of treatment for our crews. The last thing that we cover is just a miscellaneous thing. I'd like Julie to talk just a second about her classes that have just started. I know that we're excited to have that next group of students, and I know she is too. Julie?
Yep. So our EMT Basic class started last week. We have 9 students, and it's really exciting because we do have students from other communities around us. So we're hoping that they will, get out of class and just really support their communities. So we have been so blessed to be able to get some wonderful students out of the classes that we have held in the past. And we're hoping to continue to do that. I have some amazing instructors that, we have all the way from Kathy Matazuski, who's been doing this for 40 plus years, to people who have been doing this for 10 years. So there's a lot of great education given to these students, and we're able to have a small class size. So that is a wonderful opportunity for these people to get a lot of hands-on, also see Mayville EMS for what it's worth. And a lot of times they come to us and want to run with us after they get their license. So it's a really great way to get new EMTs that we've trained ourselves. And with that said, we do have, since we are an advanced EMT service, for those of you that may be new, it means that we are a level above an EMT Basic and right below a paramedic. And so we can start IVs, we can give life saving medications. So we're going to be starting in an AEMT class in February, and we already are at 8 people, which we were only expecting to have a few. And out of those people, we have 2 of our own already that are going to be taking this class. So it's only going to help us in the long run. So we're really excited about it, and we're just going to keep moving forward with it.
And that's all we have. Any questions for us?
Nope, just thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Item 5, monthly fire department report.
Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm working off my
Yes.
phone, so, okay.
Yes, thank you.
I just handed the agenda over, so I don't expect you guys to have it. So we'll just go over every item. I'll start first with equipment. I'll give you a rundown for each piece. Our 2963 engine, we just had the pump test completed. We have to replace 4 batteries on that unit that have failed. 2964, another engine, the air conditioning unit stopped functioning. We have to look at getting an outside vendor to get that repaired. We're still trying to schedule that. There's also some wiring cleanup that needs to be done. We will replace the cylinders as we've been talking past several months as we cycle through. 2965, our third engine, the pump test is complete there. There's no major repairs that need to be done on that. 2971, our ladder truck, it did pass that destruction test that we had done last month. That's one where they put it through a whole bunch of tests to make sure that the ladder itself is still safe. We did receive a certificate of conformance for that, so that's good. The pump test is also complete on that. They did find a few deficiencies on the overall truck. They found 4 hydraulic leaks that they're going to need to be repaired. Also, the air conditioning unit on that is also down. They're not sure how they're going to repair that. That unit's 30 couple years old. So we may either have to look at replacing the whole unit or trying to find someone special that makes the internal parts for that air conditioning unit. So I'll keep you up to date on that. 2972, the chief's truck, no issues at this time. 2960 or 2983, the big command unit, there were no deficiency found there either. We still have to schedule for the station our SCBA flow tests as of last month, but they literally just got completed yesterday. So and this morning, so it looks like everything passed. That's where they actually test each and every SCBA pack to make sure that it's still working. And the compressor itself that forces the air into the individual bottles, that's going to be tested in September and have the maintenance done in September. Any question on equipment?
No, thank you.
Okay. Personnel, we're currently at 19 members. That's where we were last month. We did have another applicant. They were approved by the Police and Fire Commission. They are going through all their physicals and all the requirements to become a firefighter right now. So hopefully they'll be on board sometime in September. We're looking at hopefully getting him in class starting in November. There's a condensed class in November through February. Also, our newest member that did go through, he's also waiting for class to start. We did have him scheduled, but unfortunately, as the numbers of firefighters and public servants is rapidly declining, so are the instructors for those classes. So they had several classes that scheduled or were scheduled to start, but they were canceled due to low enrollment. And then that firefighting class was canceled because they could not find an instructor through Moraine Park. So we're hoping that the one in November, so that's another challenge that we're going to have to work through, is low enrollment and lack of professors, but we'll get through. Any questions about personnel?
Very good.
I'll move on to fire calls. Fire calls, we're at 66 fire calls year to date. We're again on pace for 100 calls or more. That'll be about 5 or 6 years in a row. We had 12 calls since our last meeting. 3 of them were EMS lift assist, 2 were fire alarms. We had 1 garage grill fire. We had 1 auto aid gas leak that we were canceled en route. We had 1 down wire, a tornado warning, an auto accident, auto aid for that, a gas spill, and the smell of gas. Any question about fire calls?
That's the way.
All right, that's my report. Do you guys have any questions about anything else?
Thank you,
Nope.
Brad.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry I had to run out real quick. Dinner was ready for me, so I had to come home. So I apologize. So,
First, thank you.
yep. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Number 6, monthly police department report. Are you there?
No,
Did they give you one?
no.
No report from the police
No
tonight.
report from the police department. Item number 7, adjournment.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
All right. Finance.
Full finance committee to order at 7:18. Take attendance here.
Alderman Tillman,
Here.
Alderman Newman,
Here.
and Alderman Smith.
Here. Approval of minutes from July 24th, 20. Finance committee as a whole.
I make a motion to approve.
All in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Citizen comments, there are no citizens. Comments tonight, moving on to tag center reports,
No report.
no report. Treasury report.
No report.
No report, other than we have one.
We have one. There'll be a report next month.
Other report next time. No item of discussion, so I have a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion. Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, we are adjourned.
Yeah.
Public Works. 7:19. Call to order. Take roll.
Alderman Tillman,
Here.
Alderman Abbott, and Alderperson Olson.
I'm here.
Okay,
Quorum is present.
Okay, item 2, approval of the minutes from our July 24th meeting. Quick to get the motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Citizen comments. 4 monthly utilities report,
None.
because we have none. Number 5, monthly engineering and planning report,
None.
none. DPW report,
Jack's report. Brush pickup, second and last Monday of the month. Second, Monday or Saturday? Brush pickup? Oh, second and last Monday of the month. Thank you.
Picked up mine this morning.
Yep, perfect. Okay. Second item is let's repair the storm sewer on Bridge Street Bridge. Bulk pickup, bulk was very busy once again. The wall on South German Street has been repaired. We had a mudslide and a heavy rain. Looks great. They did a great job of repairing it. He notes that we have had a lot of repairs on equipment, backhoe, sweeper, dump truck. We have had 5 catch basin repairs this month. And he and his crew have poured a lot of curbs and gutters for the wastewater that were damaged from water main breaks. That's the end of his report.
okay, thank you for that. Monthly park report.
John's report, buildings report, the rentals continue to be very good for all of our facilities, especially the pavilion. The shelter behind the pavilion has multiple issues, including the support post either sinking or rotting, this causing the structure to become quite uneven. We're jacking up the poles and supporting them. The shelter is safe to use while we're addressing the issue. The walk-in cooler at Thaler Park went down last week. Call Refrigeration is installing a new compressor for $1,600 to $1,700. The walk-in cooler at the pavilion wasn't cooling correctly last week. The cooling unit froze up. I was able to take it apart, clean it, and thaw it out. It has been working fine ever since. The stage behind the pavilion is in need of new wooden railings. This will be done by Audubon Days, which is the third weekend in September. Grounds report, the new lights have been installed at Ziegler Park and they work great. The new lights are allowing the rec department to run a fall softball league. We had an issue with one of our Skag lawnmowers. I feel that we broke a crankshaft and that is more than I can handle repairing. The mower is at Knowles Produce to be repaired. The new parks truck was delivered last week. The old one, which is a 2000, will be going to Wally Salvage in Beaver Dam as it's not safe to be driving. We had one slide at Thaler Park and one at Lions Point that have cracked, making them unsafe. The spiral slide at Thaler will cost over $12,000 to replace, and the straight slide at Lions Point will cost just under $2,000. We don't have that money to replace the slides. I'm in the process of trying to find something that can be attached to the swing set in place of the slides that will be more reasonably priced. A few ideas are a climbing rope or a climbing wall that will connect where the slides are and will be safe. I will have more details in future meetings. Senior Center, the seniors continue to have good numbers for their weekly activities like cards and bingo. They've doubled their members this year and are now at around 45 members. That's John's Parks report.
Very good, thank you. Number 8, items of discussion, possible action. Discuss with possible action options for Parks Department for plowing for this upcoming winter.
The new pickup truck should take care of that, correct?
Yeah, I was questioning
Yeah,
did somebody put this on? Is it, sounds like we got
I
the
would
problem
kind of-
solved, right?
Yeah.
John's, there was nothing in his report.
Yeah.
With that concern.
He was left out of the last.
Probably, yep.
Okay, with that. I'll entertain motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:27.
Motion made, and seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Good night.